Okay, so the hack is apparently that if you don't want, because they do around these parts, if you don't want the mosquitoes, the bugs, the wasps, whatever, trying to get in your ear, or if you don't want them getting as close, you know, cover your ears. And I say hack when it's just common sense, but I didn't think of it. My mother did because she's smart, so smart and wise with years. Anyway, and then you put the hat on, and it's like I've seen people doing these things, and it's like now I know why. Yeah. So I just came back in because I hadn't had food. I woke up and peed, took medicine, essentially went straight outside to work in the garden. Um, the idea was okay, we're gonna get um, more uh, cans for water collection, garbage containers, whatever. We were looking in the plumbing section. We were trying to figure out how we get what's the right spigot. We were looking for the female adapter for the inside. Blah blah blah. We asked one person. She was like, "What? What?" I confused us what we were trying to do. Second guy, I guess, knew because he said he had done it himself, and he says, hey, "Don't even bother. Just go get a rain barrel, pre-made, pre-made rain barrel." So now that's the plan. They don't have them locally for the price range we're looking for, because locally the ones we pick up start at like 120, 130. So we got to order some of those. Anyway, in the meantime, it's going to rain some more. And the whole thing is, okay, let's not lose our heads, because pre-gutter installation, it was just going straight down. And at least now we have gutters. True, very true. Now we have focal points for which the water can collect. So whether or not in the meantime we'll get more pavers or something, I don't know. But I want to show you some plants I got yesterday and the day before yesterday. Day before yesterday is when we decided against the DIY continuation. We said we're gonna get some, and then yesterday we just went to get other things because okay. Also, I just want to say this is why you look at the weather forecast days in advance, because from days ago, I thought, the impression was, oh, it's gonna rain Tuesday. Cool, cool, cool. Forecast changed. Now it was Wednesday. Forecast changed again, and it was like, is it Wednesday? Anyway, being yesterday, yes, yeah. So yesterday being Wednesday, under the impression that okay, it had been changed from Thursday to Sunday, um, and ended up being a lot of rain at the last minute. So when we came here, we were on our way back. Even though it had started raining, it like downpoured. It's just like, is this what hurricane season is like down here? I'm scared. I'm worried. Time for preparation. Um, anyway, the point is, look at your weather forecast in advance regularly, every day if you can. So I assume it was because of Springfest. Actually, Springfest ended, so maybe she sent up a spring sale. But Lowe's had plant bed pavers 2 for $5. So we went and got 12 of those. 12 of those day before yesterday, because it was going to expire the 26th. Just want to show you what they look like. These are the. Oh, you undid everything? Okay. These are the pavers in the corner. You got two, and we have them ready to be double stacked. We also have these pine boards. They're pressure treated, but okay. Looks like we're gonna do 2 in each spot, so we need some more boards. We initially got 12. The idea was we're using 2 more. Probably gonna get some more maybe. But the pine boards are 198 a piece. And they're 6 feet, so they go ahead and work perfect. We have the spacing in between these pre-existing beds. Maybe these will get formalized at some point later on, past the season, who knows? Or maybe they'll be moved past the season, who knows? There goes the puppies, because now that they've had a taste of the outside, they don't care. They want to be outside. Very annoying. Yeah. So I've emptied out this corner. I put at the last minute, I really ran in the rain to put the dunk in, because dunk wasn't there before we left. And then there was surplus water because it was already spilling over, because this is 32 gallons is not enough. And probably, I don't know if 50 whatever will be enough either, but um, these are still full. Oh, there's a dunk, not sinking. Okay. That one's full. That one's still full. and I'm sure the other two on the other side are also full. So I had gotten the orange hibiscus. Then the day before yesterday, because in my mind I'm like, okay, if we're not going to figure out the rain situation immediately, I need to always looking for rationale. No, but also it makes sense. I need to find plants that will suck up excess water. I'm still trying to decide which one they are, and I came this close yesterday to getting a marked down hydrangea, but I don't care. I didn't care for the hydrangea in my mind. The hydrangeas I like are the white ones. The ones that change color are also nice. So I'm like, maybe I should have gotten it now. Anyway, get this hydrangea, and she's so lovely. It's a pink hydrangea. I think the pink and the this is an older flower. The pink and the orange will just look so nice, even though it's just the one pink. So this was about $7. It looks like it's Hawaiian Punch pink. Okay, HBQs. But this looks like it's growing pretty well. We see a lot of buds already forming, getting ready to open. So I'm actually really happy with this one. You know, this one was the singular one out the bat. This one was braided, so we have to wait a bit for it to perk back up. But we also have a lot of buds waiting. This one's doing great. This one's doing great. I guess maybe this one was the most twisted one. I don't know. This one is still like not perking up. I don't know if it's a soil compaction or whatever I put in there. I'm not sure, but I'm going to give her time to grow. I should also get some fertilizer sticks. I should also do that. So I took what had been providing shade away from it. It kind of just started to perk up. I guess it really does need the balance of sun, and it wasn't getting too much sun. Albeit though, there's some browning at the tip. We gotta figure out what that's about. But I just pour a lot of water here because I figure it wasn't a lot of shock. She needs to establish real quick. So yeah, let's look at the shade garden. It is shade garden essentially. Like I said in one of the last videos, there's some new growth growing. We see one here. We see one there. So that's gonna stay. I don't know what's going on with the Sansevieria. It's fading, but they're firm in there. Okay, Dianthus, show out. Show out. So that's doing that. The begonia, I don't know what's going on in the leaves, but it's also looking like it's perking up. So I might have to separate them out so we don't have too much. We have better airflow. Let's do that. Let's work it in that regard, at least for now. I don't know what's gonna happen with the ZZ plant. I think it's essentially dying, but do I put it with the sun? I think it needs sun, so I think I have to move it out of this area. This Dale's strain is flowering. Okay, cool. But look at how much it's, going over lush. Also, lush. Perfect for shade today. So we're gonna... I think those are fine, actually. Ugh! I don't want nothing to crawl on me. Okay. We're gonna... and I don't know if this is... I feel like they are, but I'm just stretched because of... I saw something that said about, temperatures, so... But they were fine, I feel like, before. But these pansies didn't even put up this show last year. What's the sitch, friend? I love that. Maybe it's because we had that period of dormancy in the winter. I don't know. Love that for me. And so I got the 6-pack of bamboo stakes from... is it Home Depot or Lowe's? I think it was actually Home Depot, and it was like $7. And I did pin them up. This one fell down. This one is falling down, it looks like. Okay, I need to find something else to pin it up because I don't want this to... But that one's fine with it on. I don't know why. I'm just going to check on it and make sure that it's climbing up the right one, because that one, I had it wrapped around the other way, and I tried to wrap around this. It's like, no, wrap this way. So, we need you to grow a bit, friend. And pulling back, the idea is clematis here, crepe myrtle there, maybe some more flowers so we can have a little flower thing. We have a little passageway that's floral. Or even if this is just the edge of a future patio, it's just nice little flower borders, right? So I probably will get a hibiscus. Maybe I should go back and get that $5 hibiscus and try and prune it back because it was marked down from $17 for a reason. She's out in her garden bed, preparing the garden bed. We've got landscape fabric. We've got cardboard, not a lot. We do have one more bag of mulch. We've got 2 bags of garden soil. The idea is probably it won't be like fully done today, but it's supposed to rain tomorrow and it's supposed to rain Sunday. It might even rain today. Who knows? But let's continue on with updates over here. The puntia, wild and lovely. Found a lot more puntia throughout. The question is, do we need to or do we even want to? I think my mother probably wants to. Do we need to or do we want to? Pot them up. Probably will be potted up. So the violas that were crazy for water, this one, at least in the corner, looks like it's maybe got a bit too much. I don't know if this is okay. So we've got, let's see, some new growth there. Actually, along the whole thing. Okay, lovely. Lovely to see that. That's the one that was doing great. Got some yellowing. Maybe it's time for me to invest in the plant food pellets. Excuse me, the rose plant food pellets. I don't know. This is empty, and I mean, are those new thorns? Does that mean it's growing? I'm gonna leave it for some more time. Okay, well, it's 1, 2, 3. Excuse me, 3. Is this also growing? We're gonna leave it in case it decides to put out some new growth like that one, and if not, it'll be a structure for something. The 5th one, did I call it quits on that one? Let me see, black. Where are the other ones? This one. Where was the other one? I don't know where the other one was or is. Oh, it's in the shade garden. I didn't even check it. I didn't even see anything. So if it pops up with roses, great. If not, whatever. What are you doing? Okay. We got the lilies. They're putting on a lovely show of foliage. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're up. Here's 2. 9 should be here. I don't see it anywhere. We've only got 1 ranunculus left, it looks like, at this point. But the 2 freesias are still alive. Was that initially 3? I don't know. Here's a cottage garden. The yellow really said perk. They said perk. I don't know. I probably have to get something to keep the dianthus up. I don't want it falling like the red one did. Also looks a bit mushy. But is this going to be new flowers? We would love that. Doing its thing. The cherry pink princess also doing its thing. It's getting acclimated. We see what I assume are the flowers getting ready. The dahlias. The 2 dahlias. The 2 purple dahlias. Oh, I love her. The onions doing their thing. The lilac doing its thing. I don't think I'll prune it this year or the first 2 years or so, but doing its thing regardless. Potatoes and the marigolds doing their things. The puppies knock over the food in the middle of the road. What am I going to do? They're puppies. Okay, so marigolds and potatoes again. I did get the 3 for $12 at the Home Depot because I could wait around for the 4 for $10 at Lowe's. That means I'm going to have to wait. So I have a pineapple sage that, based on the stats of how big it can grow, it's probably not going to stay there. Got a basil, probably also not going to stay there long term. Got a peppermint in comparison to the spearmint that is, I don't even know what it's doing. Maybe this needs to get out of the sun. What does Bonnie say? Okay. Part shade. Okay, no wonder. You're getting out of the sun, friend. Oof. Oh gosh, okay, put this back. Part shade. Now I know. Okay, so I did move the 2 dianthus from here along the edge, and you can see one has already opened up. The other one I'm sure will continue on. I did get yesterday these purple calabricoas. And I'm going to explain why. Another purple, so it goes dahlia, the 2 portulaca, and then purple calabricoas. Okay. And then I also got this red verbena. I would have loved to put over here. I don't think there's enough space. I think there's a lot of gladiolus bulbs over here, so this will have to be filled in as the gladiolus bulbs come up. I'm still doing a great job weeding, but there's a lot of rain and it's fast draining soil and apparently possibly poor soil as well. So, because it's not really soil anyway, it's mostly sand. Excuse me, I was trying to step on some things, but you see how it's very clear. It's just mostly chickweed at this point, which is fine with me because I will just take out the chickweed. Chickweed is just a placeholder for future plants, right? So, anyway, well, this is a lovely dahlia. Okay, clearance plants. Clearance plants and petunias. And even better, petunias on clearance that are still quite healthy. Because as we've seen, although they take a bit of time, they do fill in real nice when they fill in. So, and then here is the tire garden. I think if I have to take out the pansies, or if they don't like super finally like adjust perfectly, I probably just replace them with white petunias. That feels a bit redundant though, right? But I also have violas next to pansies, so what can be said? So we're doing the beds. We have these two things of garden, so I'll probably have to get more today. I was like, oh yay, we have mulch. We still have another bag of mulch, and the mulch has been sitting on this cardboard that, because it hasn't been mulch itself, not been doing much. But where the mulch was a bunch of like little insects, I guess, probably because of the wood. So I'm gonna have to go back inside to drag it in. Yeah.